Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Gracie's Faith Journey. Sorry, there's some grass here, but I figured that I'm getting off track. Sorry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Gracie's Faith Journey. If you have been following me for a long time, you know that this week is a very special week for me. I'm getting baptized. I'm excited. So, this whole week until the day I get baptized, I am posting a little, I don't know what to call it, I don't know what to call it, I'd say little, I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna make this like a chapter of my story. Well, no, I don't know what to call it, but I'm gonna have more than a video every day explaining different things and doing different things to get ready for this baptism, and you guys are gonna get to see it all. So make sure you subscribe, and turn on those post notifications, and share and comment your favorite Bible verse. I'm gonna start today off with my favorite Bible verse, which is Matthew 19:26. With God, all things are possible. It's one of the Psalms. I don't remember which one it is, but I'll figure that out for tomorrow's video. For today's video, I'm talking about what baptism means for me, why I'm getting baptized, and some other things. So I'm super excited. So yeah! Okay. And every day I'm going to be changing the setting, so every day it's going to be different. But today I'm sitting on the ground in front of my house, and you guys are currently propped up on top of a cooler. I would have gone somewhere else, but my neighbor's mowing right now, so this is the only quiet space I'm gonna get. But you might hear cars drive by, like right now. My dog may bark, and you might hear my neighbor mowing, but we'll be fine. Okay, anyways, what does baptism mean to me? To me, baptism is I can't think of one off the top of my head. This is something that I struggle with a lot, because my mom keeps asking me why I want to get baptized, and I can't verbally tell her why, because I don't know how to explain it. So this is going to be hard for me to do, but I'm doing it because I feel like I need to, and this is the only way I'm going to be able to get to tell everybody that I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing it. But it's hard, I know why, but it's hard to verbally say why out loud. So, you're just going to have to excuse me for a second. This video might be a bunch of me just rambling off on randomness until I get to my point, because it will take me a while to learn how to say it out loud verbally, because I can't even do it right now, to just my mom. So it's going to be hard to do it through video. So please excuse that if I start rambling off and rambleness. I'll get back on track and try to get where I need to, but yeah, see, I'm rambling off and rambleness again. I don't know what to say, so you're going to have to give me a second, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I thought about what I want to say, but I gotta be extra careful because my grandpa's home and I don't want him to walk in the frame as I'm talking, and it looks like it's about to start raining, so I gotta be quick with this. But I thought about what the baptism to me means. To me, the baptism means it's me declaring to everybody that's watching me in church, and all of you and all of my family, that I am a follower of Jesus. Now, there are only 4 people in my family, not including me, that are believers of Jesus, and I don't live with them. They don't live in my household. They are Lindsay, Jeremy, Braxton, and Ellie. And then there's me, but I don't live with them. If it wasn't for Lindsay, Jeremy, Braxton, and Ellie, I would not be here right now talking to you guys about why I want to get baptized. Not a way in the world would that ever happen. But God works in crazy ways. But yeah, here lately my mom's been ever since I signed up to get baptized, I told my mom I want to get baptized. She said, okay, I signed up to get baptized. Here lately she's been asking me why why do you want to get baptized? And I tell her I don't know. And in all honesty, I do know. I know deep down why, but my mom is not a believer. Like, sorry guys, my grandpa's getting in his truck. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay. You guys gotta stare at my beautiful face for a second. I gotta act like I'm like doing something. So you guys get to stare at my beautiful face for a second. Because this is the 3rd time that I've redone this part of the video and I don't feel like doing it again. So you guys are just gonna have to deal with my face being this close for a second. I gotta act like I'm doing something so you get to see me. Sorry. I'm gonna put my phone back in a good position so I can record this. Whatever. Just gonna have to work. Anyways, what I was saying was my mom is a very non-believer. Like, if my whole household is a very non-believer. Dude, this grass is bugging me. 1 second. There, you guys are welcome. My whole household is full of non-believers except for me. So when my mom asked me, why are you getting baptized? Deep down I know why. But I don't know how to verbally explain it to somebody that has never, she was in church when she was younger. But that was her when she was younger, and she's only been in church when my cousin Ellie got baptized. And she's about to be in church again when I get baptized, but that's not the point. She's a non-believer. And for me, I've always been the type of kid that doesn't like talking to people. I've hated talking to people, but I've loved talking in a camera. Don't know why, but I do. So when my mom asked me, why are you wanting to get baptized? I know why, but I don't know how to explain it to her. So this video is really the first time that I'm actually saying out loud why. And I will tell you why. Because I want everybody that is watching me get baptized, and my whole family that is watching me get baptized, to know that I declare Jesus as my Lord and my Savior. Everyone at that church is going to know. Every single one of my family members that are there are going to know. And you guys are going to hear about it for the next 6 days. But, 7 days. Sorry, I'll stop. But it's hard for me to verbally say, Jesus is my Lord and my Savior and my King in front of somebody that's not a believer, because they have no idea what that means. Zero clue. Not a clue. So, it is hard when my mom asks, so this is the first time that I'm actually opening up. And I have friends that are non-believers. My household is full of nothing but non-believers except for me. And I'm not that type of person. Well, people always say knowing God or declaring God as your Lord and your Savior is not a religion, it's a relationship. So I always take that to heart, where this isn't some people may say it's a religion, but to me, I'm saying it's not a religion, it's a relationship. And even if I did see it as a religion, I don't want to be the person that forces a religion on somebody. And with me seeing it as a relationship, I don't want to be somebody that forces a relationship on them. So, my friends that are non-believers, my family that are non-believers, I want them to see it all happen to me and see what God can do, but I don't want them to feel like they have to. They have to say yes. They have to be followers. They have to do this. They have to do that. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I don't want to force anything on nobody. But I do want my family and my friends to respect my decision with the fact that I'm doing this. And respect the fact that this, and this. I don't really know what this. I don't really know what this, and this is yet. But I want my family and my friends to respect that this is my decision, and they can't change that. I have my reasons, I have my ways, I have my whys. I don't want to force them to do this or have a relationship or be happy with what I'm doing. They don't have to be. But they cannot force me. They cannot make me stop what I'm doing for their happiness. And I'm not saying nobody is, but you never know. And my mom's probably gonna watch this, so she's gonna know, I didn't do that. Well, I'm not talking about you. You never know. There can always be somebody that is going to try to tell me to, well, I don't want you doing this, so don't do it. Well, some people may be thinking that, but they aren't gonna say it. That's okay. I don't want to force a relationship on somebody. I don't want to force a relationship with Jesus on somebody. But they can't force me to not do this. They can't force me to do this, and this. Because this is my choice, not theirs. And it's their choice if they want a relationship with God or not. I'm not forcing it. That's totally up to you. If you're like my cousins, Colton, Braxton, you already have a relationship with Jesus, but you never got baptized. But I'm talking like Colton or my mom or, yes, Colton, I shouted you out, oh my gosh. Or Addie or whoever is my family that is watching this and you don't have a relationship with God, I am not forcing you. I just want you to be happy for me and be okay with this happening. And to not turn around and be like, well, she's doing this and I'm not, so I don't want to talk to her. Because that scares me when it comes to being baptized, is losing friendships with people. Is what if I get baptized and then the people at school see the change in me, or the friends that I have at school. They aren't my best friends, but they're my friends. They're people I talk to. They see the change in me. What if they are like, oh, well, she's baptized, she believes in Jesus. I don't know who Jesus is. I've never been baptized. I cuss all the time. I'm just not the real person for Jesus. Maybe I shouldn't be friends with her. That's not what I want. That scares me with the fact that there might be a friend out at my school or sitting in her room right now, their room right now, being like, Grace is getting baptized in a week. I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. I'm not that person. Well, I don't want to be friends with her. I don't want that. I want to keep all my friends. All my friends that I have. I want to keep all the relationships that I have, and I don't want them to change. Which is why I keep saying I'm not forcing a relationship with Jesus on nobody. Because I don't want to lose anything if I do. But here recently I've been talking to my friend about how I don't want to lose the friendship with her because she's not a Christian. She's never been baptized. She cusses all the time. She does this, she does that. And I'm the complete opposite. I said, it scares me with the fact that me and you may never talk again once I get baptized. And she goes, well, who said we would? And I'm like, I don't know. It scares me with the fact of that. Because I overthink every little thing. And she said, I never said that. She said, I like you for who you are, and I can't control your life or tell you what to do. It's your choice, not mine, and your choices aren't going to influence if I want to be friends with you or not. My choices are going to influence if I want to be friends with you or not. she was like, well, do you still want to be friends with me? And I said, yeah. I said, you're like the first real friend that I've actually had in school. There's been a couple others, but this is probably my closest friendship I've ever had, which is why it's so scary of the fact that I might stop talking to her once I get baptized. And it's scary. It definitely is. And she said, once you get baptized, I'm not cussing around you. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, because I want you to feel comfortable. And I was like, okay. And then I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm like, if God does remove her from this situation, or from my life, there's a reason why he did it. And that's okay. God removes people from my life all the time. And they always end up having good reasons. There has been a couple bad ones, but there's been so many good. There's been people that God has took out of my life where I'm like, oh, well, I wish he didn't take them out of my life. But then I sit back now and I'm like, wait, if me and that person never stopped being friends, I wouldn't be here today. So it's crazy how God takes people out of your life for a reason, and God brings people into your life for a reason. That's something that lives in my brain rent free when I think about, what if I stop being friends with this person once I get baptized? And it's like, if you do, God brought them into your life for a reason, and God's gonna bring them out of your life for a reason. Or sometimes I get left out with my friends because they're completely different people than I am. The reason why God is leaving me out is because he knows that if I'm part of that, it's going to hurt me in ways that I don't want to be hurt. But, like, I have cousins that don't believe in Jesus or aren't getting baptized anywhere in their future. And they're, like, my best friends, and I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose that. I know I'm not going to lose them because they're part of my family, but it's just the connection we all have. It's scary. Same thing with my siblings. And I know that my siblings are not going to go anywhere, but, you know, what if things change? And things change all the time. But change is scary. So I gotta keep that in mind, of the fact of, if God does take this person out of my life, there's a reason behind it. I'll be fine. I'll survive. I've been through worse. So I basically just included the part of why I want to get baptized and what God has been doing to my heart in one whole thing, which is crazy. So I'm really excited for this. This is something that I've been looking forward to, but I'm excited to see what God calls me to do. And I do feel like what he's calling me to do is exactly what I'm doing right now. Talking to the camera and opening up about literally everything, which sucks because I know there's people watching this that I feel weird with them watching it, but there's only one way I'm going to be able to spread my word or how I feel about Jesus, and that's through camera, because I am not a very talkative person in real life. But the second you put a camera in front of me, I do not stop talking. Ever. So, I think that's all. Being a YouTuber has always been my thing. Like, before I even had a phone, I'd pretend, like, through the bathroom mirror to be like, get ready with me for school, or get ready with me for this. But, like, and I sit there and I talk, and I talk, and I talk, and I talk. And I think I'm like that because I don't talk to people in real life. And sometimes I'll think about it, I'm like, why do I open up so much over camera when I know people are going to make fun of me over camera? I don't know, I could ask you the same thing. But I've always been somebody that does not stop talking when I get in front of a camera. But I don't talk at all when I'm not in front of a camera. But yeah, basically the reason why I'm getting baptized is because I've been through so much with bullying and my disability and the surgery and losing friends and having drama and all the crushes that I've been through and all the times that I cried in my mom's arms. Like one time I don't remember when it was, we were in the apartment and I came home from school and I was very upset and I wouldn't tell my mom why, and then that night I told her I don't want to be disabled. I'm going to cry now when I'm thinking about it. I don't want to be disabled anymore. And that's exactly what I told my mom. And it's not like I could change my disability at that time. But God has helped me through so much. Through the part where I didn't want to be disabled. Or the part where I had the surgery. Hang on, there's a stupid airplane. Hi! The part where I had... It is. When I had the surgery, or when I had all the friendship drama, or like middle school, the worst 2 years of my life. Or like the times where I'd come home and cry in my mom's arms, or when my grandpa passed away from cancer. Like, I don't remember any of that. Or when my grandma got diagnosed with cancer and I found out about it. I had a relationship with God, but I wasn't as close as I am now. I didn't pray to him. I just really wanted my grandma to be healthy, and I really wanted her to fight this cancer and beat this cancer. And she fought and beat this cancer, and God was with me through every step of that. God has been with me through every step of everything, no matter if I had a relationship with him or not. Which is why I want to get baptized. Because I look back at this now, at everything that I've been through now, and I'm like, God was with me through that, and I didn't even know it. Which is exactly why I want to get baptized. Holy crap, I just said all of that. And I can't even say that to my mom to her face, and I just said it to a camera. It's crazy how my body functions. But yeah, I'm getting baptized because God has helped me through everything, no matter if I've seen it or not, or if I had a relationship with him or not. And getting baptized to me means proving to everybody in front of me that, or claiming to everybody in front of me that Jesus is my Lord, my life, and my Savior. So these next couple minutes are going to be clips or videos of things that have made me get to where I am today. And then after that, I'm going to do a little short outro, and then I will see you guys tomorrow for day 2 of this little section. Bye! I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage clip of photos or videos from my journey with God that has got me here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment your favorite Bible verse, and turn on those post notifications. And thank you guys for being willing to join this journey, this weekly experiment with my baptism, just to see how good because I want to be able to express my things better than I've ever been, which is why I'm doing these videos every day this week. So if you want to keep following, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those best notifications. I already said that. I am sorry. But if you are following with God or just getting started, I hope these videos are inspiring to you, and remember, God's not done with your story yet. Love you all. Bye.